Hello, this is Ahmed Elabyad from Cairo, Egypt. I am talking to my sons and my grandsons in this video, and the next videos will be the same. There was a story that made me reach this point of talking to my sons and to my grandsons, and I'm talking to you as my son or as my daughter to know what led me uh, to this audience, which is you, my son and my daughter. Um, I recorded maybe 2 to 3 videos before this video. Um, we are on in October 2019 in this video. The first video I was talking to the audience of the Western people and European people, any Western people, Americans and the Canadians, Australians, Western people, okay, UKians, all the Western people, and I reached in this video to 2.4K views. Many people saw this video um, in the different groups in the Facebook, which is part of the free speech. This is how Americans and Western people talk in this media or in this app to talk freely. But there's some constraints in this free speech. And this is the paradox. I don't know how they call for free speech, and in the same time they block some content they don't like. I'm talking about the Israelis. In our videos, all the videos, I'm talking about the core beliefs, whether it's my core beliefs or the Israelis' core beliefs. And this is the main idea in the videos. Okay, the free speech they are talking about, it has anti-Semitic rule or anti-Semitic law not to talk about not to talk about Israel, not to talk about anything that happened there. And when someone talks about Israel or talk about the people of Jewish people or anything, they claim that they protect their territory, which is Palestine in definition, by setting a law which is called anti-Semitic. So I watched many debates, and there was people talking about Palestine, but they are not Palestinians. Okay, so they come to a point where it's not your business to talk about Palestinians. They have their own tongues and their own brains and their own everything to speak their mind. And here I am. I'm speaking my mind because I'm Palestinian from Jaffa. Jaffa, as you know, or maybe you don't know, if you watch my account on Facebook, my Abyuda account, there's 2 accounts on Facebook. It's Ahmed Elabyad. One is Abyuda. This is 1.0, but it's not really, and Abyuda 2.0. This is on Facebook. There's on YouTube also. You can search there and know more. All the videos I uploaded on YouTube. And I upload on Instagram. It's Ahmed Elabyad, AhmedElabyad. Okay, and they are trying to play a psychological game to for the Palestinian people who talks about Palestine or talk about their rights to have their lands back. Okay, to have the rights to have their lands back. They're playing a psychological game or a psychological war battle. Okay, because wars and the military solution is not the case in our civilization in 2019. So they blocked me from sharing the video to more, sharing the video more, and they also in the other account they also blocked the sharing in a different way. So this is the case we're living in. So I'm talking to you whether it will be blocked or the page. The page is called Eldonia Motivation by Ahmed Elabyad. You'll find this video and the other videos in this page, and there is a message that I had. This message is: we can block all your accounts in a click of a mouse. Okay, in a click of a mouse. This will be an easy. We are just studying the case that someone is coming, a Palestinian is talking from Cairo, Egypt. Let's know what's in his mind to know what we will do, and this is this is what they are doing. I feel like they are not really prepared for someone to talk about Israel and talk about the people in Israel, the politicians in Israel that has stolen the land of Palestine. They are not ready. So that's why they block the videos. I don't know when they'll be ready. It's have been more than 70 years from 48 until 2019. It have been more than 70 years, and the anti-Semitic law is in the countries of free speech that they are preaching. This video is to talk about this free speech and the anti-Semitic law, and this is the problem. Okay, when they chose a land, that Palestine was a territory for Great Britain colonizer who colonized all the world, most of the world. Okay, and Palestine was a part of the colonization. And when the Israelis league thought about the land to take or to colonize, they thought about an underpopulated land. So it was Poland at the first thought, and they thought about different places, but they chose at the end the land of Palestine because it's underpopulated. And they are playing the game that a generation next to the other generation, this land will be forgotten from the Palestinians. And I'm here talking to you as my son and as my daughter, and as my grandson and as my granddaughter, and I know this is impossible. They are playing an impossible game. They want the land and they want to feel safe and secure in the land. I tried to help in the previous video, and many times I tried to help them to choose a land or to choose a place which is underpopulated, and to have the system they are looking for, which is the democratic system. And I said before in a video that the democratic system is part of a story of a story of conservation thoughts and the thoughts of religious people who are controlling the land, the Western people, and there was some problems in this era, and they moved forward until they reached the democratic system and the free speech. But in fact, they don't want to let Palestinians talk about their rights about the land of Palestine. So whenever some Palestinian people go in the United States, go to the Congress and and be part of the Congress, they start asking them questions about Hamas, about ISIS, about any questions related to that you have problems. We are coming here to solve these problems. And we, as a nation in the Middle East, we didn't go through the problem they were having in the 14th century. Okay, when the religious people were controlling the world. Okay, and they believe, they have some beliefs that we don't have. Okay, they believe, Freud said in some of his writings and in some of his theories, that a human being is the ancestors of a human being is a gorilla. Okay, and he had the instinct of the gorilla, and that sexual desire is the first thing that motivate any animal. So as they believe they are ancestor of an animal, so the first motivator for them is sex. Okay, and they are moving in the same the trend. They are moving in the same direction. This way, that sexual desire is the first thing that motivate people. So and the other thing, that they need privacy in their lives to live happily and have kids and have families and have sexual relationships. And this is their core beliefs. I'm mainly talking about the core belief, my core belief and their core beliefs. Okay, my core beliefs in the Quran and in the Hadith and everything. This is again from my deep search, as you, my son, and my grandson, from my deep search. Quran is said that the human being is higher than all the creatures in earth, and that's why God had chosen him to be the developer in the earth. And when I compare between the theories that Freud came with, and the idea about that human being is greater than all creatures, because he have the brain, and he thinks, and he has free will to do whatever he like to do, and the freedom they're talking about is a game that Shitan, or the devil, the Shitan, is playing with them to move against what Allah or what God wants us to be in this world, to develop this world in the way God or Allah wanted. So they chose the land of Palestine, the underprepared land of Palestine, to set Israel in it. And why? Why the Shitan? Let me talk about the core beliefs of the Shitan, the devil. Why the devil chose the land of Palestine and the Palestinians in particular? I asked this question, and the answer was because we are strong. We are strong. Okay, we are stronger than any of the other nations in the Middle East. And this is my core beliefs. In the Quran, they said about the Palestinians that they are Jabbarin, which means they are strong. Okay, strong in all ways, in mentally, financially, knowledge, in knowledge, in health, and everything. And there's a research which was written about Palestinians, that the number of illiterate people in Palestine is 2%. Okay, literature is important for to be literate is important for Palestinians, and Jaffa in Palestine, which we are from, is the place where it is the center of culture in the Middle East. It's a place in the sea and in front of the sea, and it was considered the center of culture, okay, in all the Middle East. So here it is. I'm talking in this video. If you are listening to this video right now, you should know why you were chosen by Allah for Israelis to come and take your land, because you are strong. Okay, let me talk a little bit about their core beliefs. They like privacy because, in my own beliefs, in my core beliefs, or in my own beliefs, I believe that they don't like each other's and they don't like people to the same people. If I'm talking about Jewish people or any other religious, not the Islam, they don't like to get into their core beliefs. They don't like each other's internally, but they show that they like each other's, and they know this, so they choose to have privacy. And this is my own belief. That it might be right or it might be wrong. Okay, but it is from the Quran, which is an unmodified scripture, as you know, from 1,400 years, 1,400 years. Okay, and this is the video. I think I talked about the privacy, the anti-Semitic, and the freedom of speech, and they like to feel safe. That's why the law enforcement set its security in the country. We feel secured when we abide our core beliefs. This you can extend your knowledge about this particular area in the first video. Okay, you'll find the account, the second account in Facebook. You'll find it. The dates are not calibrated with the videos in the first account. The date it was created is the date that it is published. That's why I talk in these videos. I said today is the 26th of October 2019, and thank you, Habibi, for listening for this video. And this is our case. Nobody can talk about the problem except Palestinians, and you have to know. I'm trying to make it easy for you to know more about your country, more about your people, more about your family, more about your core belief, more about the other core beliefs. And at the end, it's the game between the Shitan and the human being, and it's all written in the unmodified scripture. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Goodbye.